Hey everybody, what's up? The question at hand is why do men cheat? I believe that the reason men cheat, in a lot of cases, it depends. They may think the grass is green on the other side, or also there are some situations that they are really with someone because it's not really a situation they want to be in, but it's convenient for them. So with that convenience, they stay around long enough for the convenience to work out, but 9 times out of 10, they cheat because that's not really where their heart is. And in some situations, a woman can drive a man to cheat because there has been situations a man can be pretty loyal and faithful, but then if a woman is constantly riding him and nagging him, it may cause him to step outside of his normal boundaries and make a decision like that. It just really depends on the person. It depends on the individual on why they would cheat. But like I say, in most cases, it's usually a situation in which, like I say, first scenario, as I stated, you got some guys, they're with someone, but they're not really with them. So basically, it's like I need a place to stay. I need somewhere I can lay my head on a regular basis. So I get with Kathy. I tell her I love her, blah, blah, blah. But really, I'm fulfilling all my other needs elsewhere. And then you have other scenarios in which, like I said, you have a guy, he may have been very, very faithful, may have been very committed, but something may be missing. And then sometimes I think people cheat because they really don't know how to express. For example, let's say their mate is doing something that they don't really like. They don't really know how to tell their mate that without thinking they'll hurt them, so they'll just go out and get it elsewhere instead of telling their mate that. And I personally feel like the other reason people cheat. Some people, it's just in them. They're so accustomed to having random people and being involved with random people that it's really hard to get serious and committed to one if you're just really, that's like, for example, I mean, if you're just accustomed, you know, every woman you talk to, you holler at her, y'all exchange numbers, then you're knocking her down. It's really hard to just be with that one special somebody because, I mean, you just so accustomed, everywhere you go, everywhere you look, you knocking down different females. So it makes it really hard to just be sold out to this one. So those are a few of the reasons I feel that men cheat. And also, besides that, some guys cheat just because, like I say, if you're not committed, and let's just be real, a lot of the younger generation today hasn't seen a family figure, so they haven't really seen a mother and a father together. They haven't really seen a grandma and a grandpa. They've seen scenarios the families are divided and broken. So if you are used to seeing a broken home, you really wouldn't know how to be in a complete home. And most people cheat basically off of those scenarios there. And then, like I say, in the last scenario, some people cheat just because they're just not committed. I've seen some situations. You got some people, and this is sort of the same as the situation I used earlier when I was talking about people not, just needing a place to stay and things like that. But some people, they cheat just because, I mean, they never had a commitment for that individual in the first place. So when they're not committed to someone, I mean, it's easy to just step out and do whatever you do. Because if there's not a commitment between me and a special lady per se, I mean, I could easily be with her today and then with somebody else tomorrow. And that's why I believe men cheat. And I believe it's the same thing with women. But in most cases with a man, it's rarely that it's something that the woman did wrong per se. In a lot of cases, sometimes men just cheat just because. Just to be honest, some guys, like I said it earlier, when you're accustomed to random women and doing random things, it's really hard for you to get that randomness out of you. And this is Dr. Neil. Hopefully you enjoyed this video, and hopefully you will select me to be on your show. And like I said, I got a show I've already done, The Real Deal with Dr. Neil, Sports Talk, Bible Talk, and hopefully I can bring that to NFBO Radio.